Mr. President, my name is Olga. I have attempted to reach you by email, phone, fax, and post to no avail. I am a disabled veteran of the United States Air Force. During my time serving this country, I was the victim of MST, or military sexual trauma. To be blunt, I was raped. Not by the enemy, not by a stranger. I was assaulted by a member of our own military. What was done about my case? Nothing. Not one thing. As you may or may not be aware, mine is not an isolated case. Last year alone, nearly 3,000 members of the armed forces were sexually assaulted, sexually abused, or raped. Even more horrifying is that nearly 80% of victims never come forward. That means that around 12,000 more victims suffer in silence. This number has been increasing every year. Now, you may ask, why anyone will hide such an atrocity from their commander? Why, after all, will you be silent when you are the victim of such a horrible crime? The answer is that these very survivors are afraid of being punished or discharged for being survivors. Yes, the military is more likely to punish or discharge victims of sexual assault than persecute or punish the perpetrators. Even in reported cases like my own, files and paperwork might disappear. The victim is forced to stand and work beside the very person that hurt them. They have to salute the person that caused them pain. In some cases, the victim might be killed to keep quiet. That, Mr. President, is unacceptable. Since the birth of our armed forces, atrocities have been committed within the ranks, only to be covered up to make the greatest force of earth look better. A young woman dies from an assault rifle wound to the chest or head and several suspicious injuries while in base. What is the military story? Suicide, of course. The woman picked up the largest weapon she could find and somehow pointed it at herself. Then she removed her own teeth and destroyed her own face before committing suicide. It doesn't take a detective to figure out that someone was kept from talking. Yet, the U.S. military possesses the resources and tools to cover up these stories every day. So I'm asking you, Mr. President, to take control of the situation as Commander-in-Chief of the United States Armed Forces, pursuant to Article 2, Section 2 of the Constitution, and make it right. I understand that many people come to you with too many problems and not enough solutions. That's why I have already come up with a solution. You can contact me if you are serious about making sure that this ends. I leave you and everyone that is watching with this. What if your daughter, your wife, your loved ones were in the military? Would you be content to stand aside as they fall one by one to the atrocities of military rape? How could you live with yourself if they were hurt by their own comrades, their own team? Like me, hundreds of thousands of people have felt the call to defend this nation and its people. We may say we support them with everything we have, but tell me, how much can we really be doing if we're letting them be sexually assaulted, raped, and even killed by their own military brethren? For those out there who share my pain or wish to show that you truly support our troops, please visit www.ecc.org abblackrose.org. I know how it feels to think that no one will believe you, that you are alone. We will show everyone that this needs to change. Every American must know we are real and we cannot be silent.